It was true. Stick was very keen. She was running circles around Rosa's legs.
"We don't know what awaits us out there,"
said Nan with authority.
"There could be all sorts of trouble. Besides, Little Pig can keep an eye on her."
The owl was deeply unimpressed.
"Me?"
he screeched, flying up to perch on the roof of the cabin.
"No, no, 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 no. Albert will do it then,"
said Nan.
"He's a responsible animal."
Albert had wandered over to the shore and was drinking from the lake. Rosa found it hard to believe he was that responsible.
"Are you absolutely sure?"
pleaded Rosa.
"Absolutely, 100%,
said Nan. She walked into the cabin and closed the door.
"I'm sorry, Stick,"
said Rosa with a sigh.
"You have to stay behind."
The little wolf ran away with a whimper and darted inside the cabin using the wolf flap built into the wall of Rosa's bedroom. Stick came and went as she pleased, but she never strayed far from the cabin. They'd become firm, inseparable friends, and Rosa would find it hard to leave her behind. Feeling a little dejected, Rosa joined Nan and helped pack their bags. She was getting used to their expeditions now, and they made an efficient team.
"It's a long journey,"
said Nan.
"Up Gold River, over the foothills to Prickly Plain, and then down into Toe Dipper Bay. It'll take 2 days at least."
"Are we taking Florence?"
asked Rosa. Paddling Nan's canoe was one of Rosa's favorite things to do on Big Sky Mountain, and she took to the water every day to grow stronger and more experienced at it.
"Of course. The faster we can travel, the better,"
replied Nan, rolling up a blanket and stuffing it in her backpack.
"But most of the journey will be on foot. Luckily for us, it's a beautiful one."
Rosa collected tins of beans and dried food from their cupboards, attempting to plan ahead. She totted up the number of meals for each day on her fingers.
"We could be gone for a week,"
said Nan.
"Don't hold back."
Rosa's bag got heavier and heavier, and with each extra addition, she tested the weight on her back. When she felt it was just about as much as she could carry, she fastened the drawstring at the top.
"Ready,"
said Rosa.
"For all weathers,"
said Nan, collecting their raincoats.
"Oh."
Nan stopped dead in her tracks.
"Swimmers,"
she cried with a clap of her hands.
"What are swimmers?"
asked Rosa.
"To wear in the sea,"
said Nan.
"I never pass up a dip in the sea."
"But I don't have any,"
said Rosa. Nan opened a drawer and pulled out an aging brown swimsuit that hadn't seen the light of day in years. She then dug around a little more and pulled out an even older one that carried a few moth holes.
"You can wear this,"
said Nan. Rosa was unimpressed, but she wasn't going to pass up a chance to swim in the sea.
"If you think it'll fit,"
said Rosa. Nan tied some large knots in the shoulder straps.
"Now it will,"
she said.
"Perfect."
She threw it to Rosa, who slipped it into her bag. Then they both left the cabin.
"Look after the cabin and stick for us, Albert,"
said Nan, as she dragged Florence to the water's edge.
"I shall try,"
grumbled Albert.
"And when you return, perhaps you might bring apples?"
"If we find any,"
said Rosa.
"we will."
"Life's not the same without apples,"
he said sadly. He rubbed his antlers against the gravelly ground and wandered along to munch on a